took a long time with Ray Robertson. Ray, obviously a veteran and one of the icons of the North Geelong Football Club as a ruckman. It's interesting that he's taking a big hand in guiding those guys today.
Well, it's certainly everything's going to help, Eric, and it is a final, and there's nothing left for North after today. And if you've got those experience, and Ray was a good ruckman as well, so he knows his caper, and if you can give him a few little tips there, because it'll help them settle down and get that ball out of the middle. I'm just trying to pick up that middle there at the moment. Barnett looks like he might be in there now. I don't think that'll be right.
He's running with Lewis, I think. So.
Yeah, it could be right if he's running with Lewis, and maybe because nobody really has run with Lewis so far. So that's a good defensive move, perhaps for North Geelong. I notice Holiday is at centre half forward with King against him. And they need something. They need a focal point in the forward half, Belpost Hill. But we're soon going to find out, because the umpire has held the ball aloft to siren sounds, and we're about to get underway in the second quarter, first semi-final. And there it goes, ball in the air. Angelkovic knocks it down. Kick off the ground also, Angelkovic in front, Hardman diving forward, takes the mark, decides to run on quickly, gets away from Fursland, and it's a terrific pass has found Zitko. Zitko, second quarter in a row on the western side. That's a huge kick from the boundary and marked almost in the goal square. No, the umpire didn't pay the mark, and coming away as Harty for Belpost Hill, finds Handley, and that centre half back, Belpost Hill now need to get out of the defensive area. Good mark finds, kick finds Page. Belpost still moving forward. Hardy, run on well. He's on centre wing, takes the mark, decides to continue running. Had a player loose at half forward. It was Lewis, didn't find him, but Lewis has done well. Run onto the football, drew a player. Handball over to Baseley. He's a goal kicker, goes goalwards and hits the right-hand post. So almost a dream start for Belpost Hill. Wasn't to be. Only behind, 2-5-17. They trail North Geelong 6-5-41. But Raiders bingo, second quarter scoreboard, 1 minute gone.
Kings brought the ball back in and found Matheson deep in the pocket. Now he comes around the boundary line, heading towards the wing. In front, Dyer doesn't take the mark, picks the ball up though, goes back towards the hot spot. In the best shields his eyes from the sun and drops the ball. Now Kudajar in there at ground level with Wells, and the umpire is going to come in and throw the ball up. So that's Sun just maybe affecting the players there, and Elzinga dropped that mark, which he probably should have taken there for North Geelong. So we got Angelkovic going up against Bowyer, inside 50. Both ruckman at it, tapped down by Bowyer. Now Angelkovic knocks the ball out towards Harty. Harty goes back towards the goal square with a kick. Tar in front this time, good position, but Swennerson does well. Knocks the ball to the ground. Kudajar runs towards the boundary line in support, and the ball is over the boundary line, 20 metres around from the behind post.
I think there's definitely a wind assistance there to Belpost Hill. I think you were out there, Cal. What do you think?
Yeah, I reckon it's about 3 goals out there, and you look at those flags.
So ball's been thrown back into play, comes to the front of the pack, and I think Parker is, no, it's not Parker this time.
Basically, I think it was.
Basically, it was too. Is tackled as he picks the ball up, and we're back to where we started with the ball over the boundary line. So the umpire about to throw it back into play again. And Djokovic, Bowyer works his way to the front, knocks it towards Dyer, picks the ball up, gets a little handball out the front, picked up by Hardy on the left foot, goes towards goal, and has kicked a goal for the Belpost Hill Soul. That's a great shot on goal there from Brett Harty, and he records his first goal for the afternoon, and Belpost Hill's third. They move to 3 goals 5. They trail the North Geelong side 6 goals 5. 3 minutes gone. Second quarter Raiders bingo scoreboard.
Well, that was a good goal from Hardy. He did some good running there before to get down there and got the ball down there. Got the radar right there, hit the post, and next time he was able to make sure he got one there. Good play from Dyer there before. He might have just blazed away with his kick, but at least he got it in the hot spot quickly.
So the ball back in the middle. Umpire puts it in the air. Bowyer beaten by Angelkovic, down to Fitzsimmons, round quickly, hooks it around the body to half forward, goes to that defensive flank, coming through Alford, attacked the footy, hooks it round on his left foot to the hot spot, and Habib did well, read that well, ran to the drop of the football, and diving forward has taken a very good mark, and certainly the man on the mark 40-45 metres from goal, but not beyond the kicking ability of Jason Habib. Already won to his credit in today's game. And we're going to be
causing some trouble up there for him too.
Yes, certainly is.
Would I be right here, Eric, in saying that he's always more dangerous a bit early in each quarter? He just seems to be able to get away early in the quarters.
It's a fair comment actually, Cal, but and he's causing some problems here as he moves in. We're behind the line of this kick. It's a good kick to Breeze, not quite bringing it back, certainly got the distance easily. Only a behind, and that's their first score for the quarter. North Geelong, 6-6-42. They lead Belpost Hill 3-5-23. Raiders Bingo second quarter scoreboard. 4.5 minutes gone as we await the return of the footy.
Actually, was a good kick, Eric. He
played for the wind.
He played for the breeze and just didn't quite catch it for him. And
But I think the point Dale made before with the pine trees at the northern end, the ball doesn't perhaps come back quite as much as no trees at the southern end.
Yeah, true.
So the kick in now for Belpost Hill. It's a long kick to the centre of the ground. Popovsky
That's
stole
better.
it off Habib. Not paid, but play on, said the umpire. Kick out wide. Parker runs onto the footy, runs into Zitko. He's got support, Zitko in Fitzsimmons. He picks the footy up, goes across the ground. Numbers with North there, but Page does well. In between two opponents and took the defensive mark. Hardy's made good ground out in his own centre wing. Takes the mark, plays on, comes back into the corridor, finds Holiday. Holiday has a bounce, runs to 50. Oh, Lucky just got the handball away in time. It's in the arms of Baseley. Over to Moreland. Moreland on the left foot runs goalwards. Oh, he's hooked it right across the face. And I guess they're goals that young fellows need to kick in finals. But he's missed. Another behind to Belpost Hill. 3-6-24. Trail North Geelong 6-6-42. Raiders Bingo second quarter scoreboard. 5.5 minutes gone.
Some better signs here for Belpost Hill early in the second quarter. So Michael Rowe doing the kicking in. Comes short, looking for Norris. A good ball, not a good kick as well as intercepted it. Goes to Lewis on intercept. Goes back towards goal. Unfortunately for the Belpost Hill side, that is also offline and missed by a long way. And it's through from behind. So now move to 3-7. They trail North Geelong 6-6.
They got the same disease they had last week, Smithy. They can't slot them through.
I think you said last week, Laurie, you're not going to win finals.
No,
Kicking
definitely
like
not.
that.
No, that was really gettable from the cage.
So Rose again, kicked the ball in, goes outside 50 with a great kick. Matty King can't take the mark, comes to the back of the pack. Page has the ball, goes back towards just inside the centre square and finds the player in Holiday. Goes to Hardy. Hardy again on the left foot. Doesn't have time to steady, but Tar, best position, but good work there from Kudajar. Punches the ball forward. Hardy again, shot on goal. And again, this time to the other side of the goal post. And it's another behind to Belpost Hill. They move to 3-8. And this is not good kicking because they trail North Geelong 6-6.
Brent Hardy's giving them some run, though.
So
Joel Page.
Rowe to kick in, 7 minutes gone, kicks to himself, draws a player, handball out to King. King now with good shepherding, runs around the boundary, goes by hand to Rowe, he's in trouble, hands to Fitzsimmons. Now the long kick from Fitzsimmons, goes to centre wing. In front was Alford, can't take the mark. Carr makes a good contest there, and this is a great one-on-one. Carr gets the toe poke onto the ground, the football. Looks for Hardy, and Hardy was there. Unfortunately, the kick too strong and has drifted over the boundary line. Outer centre wing. 7.5 minutes gone. 6-6 place. 3-8. Belpost still trailing as Bowyer on that occasion gets the tap from behind to Lewis. Lewis immediately tackled. Can't get the hand clear now. Parker, first touch for the quarter. Handball to Bowyer. Dropped it. Handball back to Parker. He's on his non-preferred right foot, but gets back on the left. Long to the goal square. Tar took his eye off the footy. Swennerson didn't and took the easy mark. Comes out to the western side, non-defensive side, but he's got Elzinger there and takes the mark ahead of Dyer. 8 minutes gone, second quarter. 6-6 leads 3-8. North Geelong in front.
So Elzinger goes back towards Swennerson, who works up the ground just on the 50-metre arc. Has taken the mark. Half-back flank. North Geelong looking to bring the ball further out of defence. And Jelkovic leads short. Goes to him now. It's only a 20-metre kick, but they hold possession. So Jelkovic now looking to further ground. Fries will be his target. Goes towards that player. He's up. He can't take the mark. Fursland at ground. Picks the ball up. Good tackle as he went to handball the ball. Now Simmons has the ball. His leg gets around the contest, or gets out of the contest. Goes to Rowe. Rowe, a short little kick, finds Hardman. And Hardman's off and running. Crosses towards 50. Takes on car. Has a bounce. Steadies. Goes goalward. And Lee Hardman has kicked a magnificent goal.
That's a team lifter.
That's a Whitley medalist
At
form.
the 8.5-minute mark, Lee Hardman has the 7th goal for North Geelong on the board. They move to 7 goals 6. They lead the Bell Post Hillside 3 goals 8.
Just his explosive acceleration, Laurie.
Yeah, well, that's the sort of football he was playing last year, Eric, week after week, and that's why he won the Whitley medal. But he's had some good signs there for North, there's no doubt about that. Looks like Tar coming to the bench, so I think that might be the reason he put his hands up down there before. I think the sun was in his eyes, to be fair, but Swinners was able to watch it.
The Hardman body must be feeling fairly good, I think, at this stage of the year.
So back in the middle, umpire puts it in the air once again. Both ruckman missed the football, comes down to Lewis. Gets it ball to Harty. Harty inside 50. Backing back, taking a strong mark is Elzinger. Elzinger, defensive 50, goes to the middle of the ground. Eljalkovic takes the mark and plays on quickly. There's Swennerson, at least Nathan Lewis having quite a bit to say to his bench, and I'll tell you what, he's not a happy man. Bell Post still now through. Ellis can't go away with the footy. Rowe picks it up, tackle high, and the free kick will go to Michael Rowe. And plays on quickly, chips it inboard, has found, went without the footy there, Fitzsimmons, lucky enough to get a handball to Alford. Alford around his opponent on the left foot towards full forward. That's Smith there, threw the ball out, picked up by Parker, and they clear the defensive area through a long kick from Parker out to Hardy. Again running strongly, takes the mark on centre wing. Nowhere to kick to up forward, however, goes to the open spaces. Dyer runs onto the footy, half-hearted, missed it. King picks it up for North. Handball long, out wide, finds Friars. Friars now on his own, has a bounce. Draws the player Hardy, goes wide with a handball to Alford. Alford now, long kick, no one to kick to. And, Kazuna, umpire blew the whistle, but he dropped the mark. Handball back to Marinovic, and they're temporarily out of trouble. There's an umpire. Umpire's a long, long way back. Why?
No, it's a free kick.
Why shouldn't it be where the ball was?
Yeah.
He's taken the ball back 50 metres.
They did this in the seconds too, didn't they, a couple of times?
So at the 11-minute mark, first quarter, 7-6 North, 3-8 Bell Post Hill.
Ball's been delivered to centre wing, and Bowyer in front of him. Djokovic takes the mark. Now steadies, goes short, this time looking for Casino. But Michael Rowe chips in, plays on immediately, goes back towards centre half forward. Habib stands his ground, has a chance to play unturned, looks on goal. A long kick. Does it come back with the breeze? No, it doesn't, but I think Solsop taking the mark, plays on, kicks a long goal. A long goal from 2 metres out, and that's a goal to Shane Allsop. His third for the afternoon. They're now 8 goals 6. Danger signs for the Bell Post Hill side at 3 goals 8, 26.
Yeah, well, it was great play by Michael Rowe there. He wasn't in that contest there and just worked that hard to get there and made something out of nothing. But when he's on song, that's exactly what he does. And Allsop and Habib's given some problems up forward there, and they're getting the ball in quickly, and they're experienced players, and what they know what to do. They stand the right side of the ball with the wind and the breeze and in front, and that's what you've got to do when you're a forward.
The taxi just brought the ball back to the centre, so we're ready to go again.
He really belted it, didn't he?
He did. He was no doubt in that.
I think he was pretty happy, actually.
Ball in the air, and Djokovic, Bowyer does well, knocks the ball down, but Fitzsimmons this time picks the ball up for North Geelong, goes wide towards half forward. Alford in front, leads handily it is, but the ball has gone over the boundary line. And we're just outside the 50-metre zone with North Geelong pushing forward again.
Laurie, the midfield contest at the moment, all North Geelong?
Yeah, look, I'm going just through the stats that I'm doing here. They're evenly spaced, and that means that all their players are sharing the footy around the middle, Eric, and that's good for the North side.
Ball back into play. Hammond and Rowe in contest there, and the ball comes to the Frank. Handley picks the ball up, goes short, looking for and finding Holiday, leading up the ground. Has Lewis in support, goes by hand to him. He now kicks towards half forward. Dyer's the target, goes over his head. Popovsky does well, traps the ball. Dyer, go back on his left side, has a shot on goal. This looks like a better shot, heading towards goal. And Stewie Dyer, no, it's Wells in the goal square. It's bounced backwards, and Wells has cut the ball through for a goal, a much-needed goal to the Bell Post Hill side. They move to 4 goals 8 now. They still trail the North Geelong side, 8 goals 6. And 13 minutes gone, second quarter, Raiders bingo scoreboard.
To his credit, Stewie Dye got it on line, Laurie. It was going dead centre, landed a foot from the line, bounced straight backward, as Dale indicated.
And there was a good kick as well. It was long in deep, and that's what you've got to do. And Wellesley's an opportunist down there. He's only had 4 kicks, but he's kicked 2 goals. So if you get it in long and hard, we saw that with Bannockburn a couple of games back, and that's the way you've got to play this ground. Long and hard and make the opportunities.
So they're ringing the changes, Belfast Hill, as the ball goes up in the middle once again. 50-50 ruckman, picked up by Alford. First kick forward again for North Geelong. A wrestle there. Oh, Michael Rowe absolutely nearly strangled there. Boy, that wasn't a free kick, I don't know. As the ball drifts toward the boundary line. And we'll have a throw in. 35 metres from the goal area for the North Geelong side. Kicking to the northern end in this second quarter. I imagine if they bring a Tar back on, why don't they put him in the ruck?
Well, I don't know what they're trying to do here. Whatever they're doing, they're not getting it right, because Poposki's been a forward. They've brought him on, put him in the back, put him forward, and they've brought Tar off, which probably was a good move. And Poposki's off now. I can't understand that one.
So the ball from the throw-in was picked up by Hardy, kicked it forward about 20 metres, but only over the boundary line. Nathan Lewis has a lot of arm waving and...
well, I don't think he's getting what he wants from the bench, Eric, and that's frustrating when you're a captain and coach.
Yeah, that's dead right. And as you've both you and Dale have indicated, I don't think they're quite getting it right on the bench at Belpost at the moment. As the ball's thrown in, neither ruckman clear tap down. Belpost Hill this time through Carr, runs a good measure, kicks it toward the centre of the ground. Now we've got a foot race. Tar attacks the footy, that's better. Handball out wide to teammate in Fursland who was running. He kicks it long, they're now inside 50. Holiday interfered with, not able to take the mark, perhaps picked up there by Wells. He's kicked it goalwards, where's it going to roll? Just the wrong side of the big timber. So almost what they needed, Belpost Hill. Wasn't to be, however. 4-9-33. They trail North Geelong 8-6-54. Raiders bingo second quarter scoreboard. 15.5 minutes gone.
King brought the ball back in, found Alford, bounced off his chest, and its ball's gone out of bounds on the 50-metre zone. Belpost Hill's into the ground here.
They've only had the one less scoring shot too, Belpost Hill.
That's a worry, isn't it?
So the ball now thrown back into play by the umpire. It's a good throw in too. Dinruck and Djokovic and Bow, but it's one down, comes to Parker, I think it is, working hard at ground level. He's got 2 blokes tackling him there, 2 North Geelong players, and the ball is going to be thrown in the air.
One thing, the North defence are tackling hard, aren't they?
Yes, they're definitely playing a lot better this week, Eric, than they were last week.
So the ball thrown back in the air, and Djokovic and Bowyer, and Djokovic, I think they both had a hand on that, goes forward, Hardy runs with the ball, allows the ball to go over the boundary line. And we're now about 20 metres around from the behind post.
I reckon Moreland might be too deep. I reckon they've got to use his pace, and he can't use it in the pocket there.
Umpire again, picks up, drops the ball, has another go. Throws it in, comes in now. Bowyer again knocks the ball backwards, this time Hanley coming through, can't get a quick kick. Moreland's a chance to pick the ball up. He's got pressure from Kudajar from behind, comes backwards, finds Matheson. Matheson picks the ball up, but it's tackled as he does that. Now there's a scrum of players in there. The umpire says, again, we're not going to get that out of here, so we'll ball the ball up. So Belpost Hill still with a scoring opportunity. 25 metres out from goal, directly in front. Just need a clean possession. Someone a shot on goal. Goes up. Bowyer down, comes down. Lewis probably copped one a bit high there, but not awarded a free kick. Comes out towards Friars. He does well with Page, kicks the ball off the ground, goes outside 50. And again, hits the boundary line, and the umpire says we'll throw it back into play.
Well, it was good play by Friars in Daly. He was under a bit of pressure. 2 Belpost Hills around him. Boot the ball. Boundary line's your best friend.
Bit of old-fashioned defence, wasn't it?
You think at this stage with Lewis on the ground, he just needs to lead rather than be worrying about what's happening everywhere and let these blokes on the bench do his job for him. So
good point.
Ball thrown back into play. And it's tapped forward. Alford has a chance to pick the ball up and does so. Goes on his left, a smother there from Handley. A good bit of smothering. Picked up by Fitzsimmons now. Sees Fryers. He's out. He's free. Has Tar in chase. Kicks the ball. Knocked as his kick.
Stupid.
And a free kick will go down the ground to Jamie Weiss, some 40 metres down the ground. So we're just crossed over the centre wing with North Geelong now on the attacking side of the ground. And Weiss has the free kick.
Would you suggest it's not Justin Tarr's day?
No, I think so. Let's hope he can have a last quarter like Bradley yesterday. Goes by hand now, finds Hardman, a nice looking kick, and Swennerson up from the back line, takes the mark, goes back by hand, Hardman again, running foul and kicks the ball, looking for Smith. Good contest there. Rowe picks the ball off the pack as a shot on goal, but unfortunately for North Geelong, goes across the face and for a behind, so Michael Rowe.
That was a good build-up. That would have been a great goal if it had been Ella snagged that one.
I'll tell you what, Lee Hardman was in most of it.
Yes, yeah, he's having a good day, Lee Hardman, working himself right into this game.
So 19 minutes gone, third quarter, as the ball comes in from Carr. Numbers with Belpost Hill, but terrific work there at ground level by Fitzsimmons. In strongly as Weiss kicks it off the ground, looking for the boundary, and they've kept it inside forward 50 North Geelong. And at the 19-minute mark, North 8-7 are leading Belpost Hill 4-9, doing most of the attacking at the moment. And it's hard to see where Belpost Hill are going to get a goal, but thrown in from behind. Hammond does the ruck work. Big punch forward. Barnett, who's running with Lewis. He takes the footy toward the boundary. Picked up there by Fitzsimmons. Over by hand to Habib. Habib off a step to full forward. One-on-one, Michael Rowe and Handley. Handley may well have the run with job now. It's dangerous. Picked up by Allsop. He's hooked it back toward the goal. Smith in the middle of four players. Somehow Paul Smith grabbed the mark. He's a metre from goal, turned around and has kicked another. That's his first, but it is the ninth for North Geelong. 9 goals, 7, 61 North. The leading Belpost Hill 4-9-33. Raiders bingo third quarter scoreboard. Almost 20 minutes gone.
Yeah, well, some good running from North then, Eric, and smart footy from Allsop. Get the ball up into that hot spot there as quickly as he could, and they're using some experience down there, Habib and Allsop, and made the opportunity for Smith all up. Smith was at the back, easy goal.
So we're back to the centre now.
Belpost Hill got the job in front of them.
A nice lead here from North Geelong, and we've crossed over 20 minutes into the second quarter in the ruck. Good work there from Djokovic. Finds Fitzsimmons, goes quickly towards half forward, but picked up there by Hammond. Picks the ball up now, comes across the ground. Handley's moved up the ground, now finds himself free. Has time to steady, use the ball down the ground. A poor kick though, and in front, Hardman takes a mark in front of Baseley. So Lee Hardman goes wider now, has Michael Rowe by himself, 20 metres in the clear, turns around, goes short on the left, looking for Smith again, and Smith, well, that's another nice kick there and a good lead. Goes long, looking to go towards the goal square. Unfortunately, doesn't have the carry to get Allsop, and Kazina chips in front and takes the mark in the back pocket. Kazina now called to play on by the umpire, goes short and over the top, has Marinovic. Marinovic takes the mark. Comes out towards centre wing. Does that nicely now. Parker in best position takes the mark. Just short of the centre wing. Has an opportunity to bring them further around the ground. Going back towards the centre. Joel Page goes over the top of his head, but Lewis is there to help him out. He gets around the incoming player in Friars. Goes long with the right foot. Should have been a kick down the ground. And that has been. They're looking to do it from before. It's equal things up now. So Stewie Dyer has a resulting free kick. He's on 50 and would be a great opportunity here for Stewie Dyer to go back and put through a goal and build some of the confidence. So Stewie Dyer comes in. It's a long kick in towards goal. It's coming back with a breeze. It's a goal. Yes, it's a goal to Stewie Dyer.
Great goal.
So Dyer, his first for the afternoon, and probably, or hopefully, will build some confidence in his goal kicking for the rest of the game. They move North Geelong along to 5 goals 9. They trail, Belpost still to 5 goals 9. They trail North Geelong 9-7.
Chris Fry's silly act there on Lewis. He kicked the footy, still put him down, and probably cost a goal.
Yeah, look, that's right, Eric. You can't do that. And I just see a little bit of waving of hands there from Marty Handley. He doesn't know what he wants to do or where he has to be. If he's on row, he's got to stay with him, surely.
I would think so. As the ball back in the middle again. 22 minutes gone in this quarter. Neither ruckman got a touch. Wells, however, picks it up at ground level. As he's slung, gets the ball to centre half forward. Tar takes the first mark for the day.
First kick.
The way he kicks the footy, he can nearly get it from there, but he kicks it inside 50 now. A good contest by the North defence there, but in the way Baseley, he can't get the footy. Ball just came out to the advantage of Belpost Hill as the umpire blew the whistle. So we're 35 metres directly in front of the Belpost Hill goal. Almost 23 minutes gone in the second quarter as the umpire will put the ball in the air. Looks like Hammond to do the ruck work. He, in fact, gets it down only as far as Barnett. The wind's brought that back in. from behind. Hardman maybe
Ooh,
infringed
very
in
good
the contest, but not to be. And the ball is over the boundary line once again, adjacent to our broadcast position. Ball thrown in again. Bowyer in front. Gets the tap to Wells. Wells, quick handball to Baseley. Baseley now has a bounce to Dyer. If he can pick the footy up, he's on 50. Goes goalwards again. It's another long kick. A magnificent kick. He's got the boots back on. And Stewie Dyer has kicked his second goal in a couple of minutes and given Belpost Hill a much needed boost as they kick their sixth goal. 6 goals, 9-45. They trail North Geelong 9-7-61. Raiders bingo, second quarter scoreboard, 24 minutes gone.
Well, that was a nice little give from Wells there to Dyer, and it was a beautiful kick on goal. It's perfect for the left footer, Eric. He just has to swing around there, and he's a good kick. Got up into that breeze, and that went all of 50 metres. A great goal.
So we're back in the centre of the ground here. Umpire about
back
to
in the
throw
game
up.
now, Smithy.
It does, doesn't it? We need another one now from Belpost Hill, and it'll really bring things to life. Sun's back out, and the balls are in the air. Djokovic taps the ball forward. Favours Handley. Good tackle from Smith from behind. Allowed to go on now. Page picks the ball up. Doesn't quite find Bowyer, but he's good enough to get the ball to Wells. Turns around. A quick kick forward. Goes towards the half-forward line. When Nathan Lewis picks the ball up. Goes to Baseley. Baseley back to Lewis. Free kick given there for a high tackle. No advantage.
Ooh.
And a free kick going to...
That was Academy Award, wasn't
Baseley.
it? You tried, Egg.
I'd be watching what's happening there.
So Baseley has Bowyer just inside the centre square. He takes the mark.
Poor checking
Has
there.
a chance to play on, but goes back, steadies things up for Belpost Hill. Tar goes one way, comes the other way looking for Holiday. King in front, but Holiday takes the mark. Oh, he's not paid the mark. Goes on by left foot. Does a shot on goal, but it's knocked out of bounds, just adjacent to the point post, and a throw-in will take place.
It's interesting. Why was the mark not paid? I wonder.
Unless he paid a touch, there's anything I can think of, but it didn't look like there was any hands on there. Kingy must have got a fingernail to it. So the umpire throws the ball back in, and Djokovic knocks the ball forward. Doesn't find King, but Handley roves the ball nicely. Goes towards the point of the square. Swinnerton takes the half volley, picks up, goes by hand to Smith. Smith now wide, goes out, and Manning on the ground for maybe the first run for the afternoon. Sees the ball go over his head and over the boundary line on the centre wing.
Handy a bloke like Shane Manning to come off the bench, Laurie, nearly half time.
Yeah, well, he's a good player. There's no doubt about that when he's on song as well, Eric. And if they can get him up, North Geelong fired up, so into the next quarter, particularly when they've got the breeze, will be very important.
So we're into time on. Second quarter, 26 minutes gone. Ball thrown in, centre wing, in front hand Djokovic, pushes it forward, then throws it out to Friars. He gets by hand to Hardman. Hardman goes, has a bounce. Can't catch him. He kicks it. Oh, not a good kick looking for, but he finds Habib. But Habib attacked the footy. Weiss having a bit of a nap out in the half-forward flank. Suddenly finds a handball coming towards him. So picks it up, goes to centre half-forward. Good mark in the middle of the pack by... well, it's a good mark by Wells, but the free kick has been paid in the pack there to Jason Habib. So
look at Hardman.
Not too sure what happened there. But Jason Habib at 45, I would back him to get the distance here because he's a beautiful kick of the football. Being a full forward in his heyday, loves kicking goals. So at the almost 27-minute mark of the second quarter, an important kick for North Geelong. Habib moves in.
Outside left.
Good looking kick. The wind has got it a little, but I tell you
goal.
what, that
It's
is a
goal.
magnificent kick from Jason Habib. Goal umpire acknowledges that. It is a goal. So Habib kicks his second, and North Geelong have their 10th. They've seemed to be able to answer the challenge so far today. 10-7-67. They lead Belpost Hill 6-9-45. Raiders bingo second quarter scoreboard. 27 minutes gone. Kel, did you have some scores there?
No, we'll have to get Fred just down the line again if you can in a sec, please.
All right. Laurie, North answer the challenge each time?
Yeah, that's a good sign for them today, Eric. Every time the Belpost Hill have come at it, they've been able to kick that goal, especially against the breeze, which is very, very handy.
Back in the centre, Bowyer wins the tap, goes to Lewis, now to Handley, has time to steady, comes out of the centre, goes towards centre half forward, Parker. Over the top was Matheson, didn't see the ball, but we've got the ball down now, picked up by Holiday, goes towards Tar, back to Baseley, a pressure tackle there from Swinnerton, sees the ball being held up, and the umpire to throw the ball back up again.
Good pressure from the defence there, Smithy.
There was actually, Laurie, yes, they were out and running too. So chance now, Holiday taps the ball forward. Lewis, a quick kick round the corner, has won a free kick for a high tackle from Barnett. So Nathan Lewis, using some experience in that tight contest there, sees him with a chance to get Bell Post Hill's 7th goal for the afternoon. So Nathan Lewis about to come in.
Captain's goal.
Comes in now, shot on goal. It's going across the face, I think. Yes, umpire says that's the case. So not a good kick there from Nathan Lewis this close to half-time, but that moves Bell Post Hill to 6 goals 10. They trail North Geelong 10-7.
So the amount of shots they've had, Laurie, they really should be making a better fist of it.
Well, that's right. It certainly would have been a lot closer than it is, and you don't want to give North Geelong too much of a sniff today because they're playing very well.
So we've gone past 29 minutes. Kick in from Matty King finds Elzinger for North Geelong. He goes long to the outer side. One-on-one contest there. Oh, Tar, one-handed mark. It's paid by the umpire. And perhaps he's found a bit of touch as he goes back into the corridor to Wells. That's better from Bell Post Hill. He's got Dyer out here. Hasn't seen him. Now he does. The kick is not good, but Dyer has made it good. Takes the mark. And he's got to go goalwards now at the 29.5-minute mark of the quarter. With the bruise behind him, he's very hesitant, and I can see why, because there's not a Bell Post Hill player in the goal square. He's got nothing to fire at all. Decides to go long. It's a huge kick with the bruise, going to land right on the line. Cuttajar got a fist to it.
That was bad play by Bell Post Hill. He's a smaller player.
Absolutely. So another behind. 6 goals, 11.
Free kick.
47. As there's a free kick, I wasn't watching. I was doing the score. The point has stand as Handley now. Gee, I tell you what, he nearly missed that. But that was Marty Handley has kicked the goal. So an important goal, very close to half time for the Bell Post Hill side. 7 goals, 11-53. They trail North Geelong 10-7-67. Raiders bingo second quarter score. What, 30 minutes gone?
Yeah, it was a little bit of a scrimmage there. Did you see that, Kellen?
No, I missed it.
It was
Sorry.
just a little bit of a scrimmage in the goal square, and I think it was a high tackle. Awarded a free kick just after that point, and a handy goal to Bell Post Hill.
So back in the centre of the ground now. Wouldn't be too long to go. We've crossed over 30 minutes. Ruck, Bowyer and Djokovic done most of the work this quarter again. Ball won by Bowyer, but Rowe swoops in the ball, kicks the ball forward, off the ground, finds Zitko. He can't pick the ball up. Handley does, though. Can't get a good clearing possession. Comes back towards Smith of North Geelong. Goes towards Habib again. Turns quickly. Quick kick round the corner. And Manning, doesn't take the mark. Probably could have been paid. The players come in now, converging the ball at ground level. Habib dives on the ball. Zitko's in there, and it's going to be another throw up about 25 metres out, just nearly directly in front of the North Geelong goal.
It's one of the situations the umpire was caught behind the contest, wasn't he? And even with 3 umpires, he wasn't in good position.
So in ruck, Hammond and Weiss. Weiss over the top, reaches, gets the ball down, comes towards Rowan, kick round the corner, looks pretty good off the boot, goes towards the goal square. And Michael Rowe
that is
has kicked a goal, a great goal, a snap around the left foot to Michael Rowe, and that takes the North Geelong side to 11 goals 7. They lead Bell Post Hill 7 goals 11.
That is the half-time score, 7-11-53 Bell Post Hill, but they trail by 20 points. North Geelong 11-7-73.